We're just getting I got a hot mic. We are getting a little bit of everything, right? You want a table out for yours?
I'm actually gonna do something super awkward, so
You can do something super awkward? Like every time I've been on stage in this, because I'm not coming up here shooting fire or with swords or something. It's just... No, we'll take the table down? You're doing something... Are you doing what's written on the card, or...?
Yeah, but we're gonna use this table right here.
Oh.
And I was gonna encourage all of these people to maybe just back their chairs up to
Okay,
about
guys.
here for a couple minutes.
Back your chairs up, and
Yeah.
something is gonna happen to a table.
Yeah, we need a little more. Actually, Nick,
Should I keep it vague?
would you mind taking your shirt off?
Yeah, I guess why not.
Okay, you do that. Ladies and gentlemen, Nick McQuick.
Showing some ginger beef.
Good. Slowly.
You could have done it a little slower.
A little bit slower.
Try it again.
When it's off, it's off.
Yeah.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. The house the Doritos built. You're taking way more photos of me than you were of the ladies, okay? So, yeah, you're doing great. You're doing
I'm just
great.
wondering, did you just ask me to take my shirt off because you just were like, I wonder how hairy his chest is?
No, here.
Okay,
Take
I'll
this.
take this.
Drink that.
Is that,
Yeah,
okay.
Ah,
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah, you're doing great. Another round of applause for Nick McQuick.
You're not doing like a Bill Cosby thing with me, are you? Is this...
You're not allergic to GHB, are you?
No, it goes down smooth. Tastes like communion. Jesus must have been smashed all the time.
If I could turn water into wine, I would never leave the house.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
if I could reach my mouth to... Never mind.
Oddly enough, this is not the first time this has happened to me. I mean, it was white wine last time, but you know, whatever.
Okay, I'll take that mic from you if you're ready to hear what's going on.
Yeah, sure. It's a surprise for me.
Awesome. Don't go far because we're gonna use you, Nick. Okay, guys. Like I said, there's a lot of experimental stuff happening in the show here tonight. So thank you all for being part of it. I think it's reasonable to say this is going better than any of us could have hoped or anticipated. Woo! Now, I'm working on get down. I'm working on a full-length show that I'm going to be debuting early next year, and it's looking at the dark side of medicine and superstition and magic throughout the ages, and I'm thinking it's going to be called Dark Magic, Dark Medicine, but I'm working on the title. One hand. I bet you're doing 22 a day for post-traumatic stress disorder. Yeah, there's a couple of people in here doing push-ups every day. Yeah, so I'm working on a show, and I'm going to use Nick here as a volunteer for it. We're going to talk about the Dark Ages. We're going to get heavy on history for a second, and I'm also going to put down the mic and I'm just going to keep yelling. You guys can hear me clearly when I talk like this, right?
What?
Awesome. So Nick, come down here for just a second. So when the Black Death spread from Central Europe along the Silk Road and then out from Morocco, it started a wave of death that killed 40% of the world's population. Yeah! 300 million people died in the bubonic plague. It took the planet hundreds of years for the population to grow back to where it was before that. It was a time when people didn't believe in germs, but they did believe in demons. And
you make me a little worried about what I drank.
where anesthetic was simply a glass of red wine and the comforts of the church.
Yeah, more nervous.
Nick, we're gonna get you to scooch right up here on the table and just lay your head right down here, okay?
Okay, cool.
Okay, you need a little boost up.
See, just make sure the table doesn't fly.
Yeah, it's a pretty heavy table. Yeah, lay your head down. All of the things you didn't know you were signed up for, eh?
Come host the show, it'll be fun.
Fun, he said.
Pink belly.
All right. We're in this together, babe. It's you and me. Now, when the Black Death began, the chief scientific minds at the time, from the Academy of Medicine in France, told the King of England that the infection was as a result of a planetary alignment, and that the sickness was in the air. So to stop the doctors from catching the sickness as they would be operating on patients, they wore these masks. This is the closest thing they had to protective equipment. Okay, just relax, man. Just relax. Relax your whole body. You're doing great.
I got tight hip flexors.
Oh, you and me both, man.
Yeah.
You ever do that one where you like, put your feet like this and then push down? Did you
Blow your crotch?
I just tore the crotch of my pants wide open.
Yeah, I've done that. I don't know if you have.
So, anesthetic was a glass of red wine, and antiseptic was just a cold rag. A cold rag full of filthy water, probably from a toilet.
Sorry if my nips are getting hard.
Okay. Now the scientists, they didn't believe in gloves. They didn't believe in. You know what we're gonna do is we're gonna.
Oh God, what are we gonna do?
We're just gonna. Yeah, this is.
What the?
Oh, don't get my $5 belt wet.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, so the chief scientific minds of the time, they thought it was ridiculous that there could be invisible parasites crawling around inside us, and sometimes they would. Hang on.
Ooh, what? Ugh. What the skin?
And they would just get in there.
Guys, am I losing weight?
1 ounce at a time.
Ah. Oh.
Yeah, pardon me. You're doing great, buddy.
I hope that wasn't important.
Okay, breathe in deep, and exhale. Okay. You got a little.
Clank? What the hell?
You got a little schmutz. You're doing great though.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Yeah. So they believed that.
Oh.
They believed at the time that all illnesses were the result
Okay.
of what they called biles. There was the blood.
Pizza's $2.50 a slice.
There was. Yeah. So there's the blood. Obviously, they found that one. Then there was the phlegm, which exists in your lungs.
Oh God.
But what we're interested in
Ooh.
is a little deeper.
Guys, I'm infertile now. You just circumcised me from the other side.
You know, my mom always said I didn't have the steady hand to be a doctor. Joke's on her. So there was the blood, and then there was the black bile. Don't worry, we're not digging for your black bile.
Don't make it about race.
There was the phlegm.
Black bile matters.
Nick LaClick, ladies and gentlemen. But what we are interested in is where human motivation lies, and they said that was in the yellow bile.
Okay.
The yellow bile is in a sac, and
Oh, that's my G-spot.
there's a much quicker door to that. Now, if a person had too much of any one kind of bile, it would cause all sorts of different things. Depression was caused by a surplus of black bile, but hyperactivity was caused by a surplus of yellow bile, and if I'm not mistaken. Smells like mustard. And if a person suffered from too much of it, it would calcify.
Oh my God, he found an egg.
Into a stone.
Oh, okay. Whew. Thank God. Stone.
It was a much less sophisticated time.
Ooh. Oh.
Yeah, that's all of it.
There we go.
So this is magic in progress, and I don't really know where to go from here. But
Violate?
look at that, it's working great. A round of applause for my volunteers. My name is Ryan Vanderhook. I am not a doctor, but I play one and deviate. And luckily, this probably won't even need stitches. We're going to take just a couple minutes here to get Nick cleaned up before we get back on the show. We've got a couple more acts, including a closer by both Angel and the Flowbot Mike Ortiz. Guys, if you want to smoke a cigarette, this is your chance to do it. One more time, a round of applause for Nick LaFleur. Awesome, you did great, pal.
Yeah.
Climb on up.
All I gotta do is the audience. Next time I can find
I have to come back?
What? Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay guys, we're gonna take 5. If you got them, smoke them.